think he's okay. He just sent me a message.
All right, we just have one open team. It's just the, you guys guessed it, Indiana Pacers. There you guys go. Let me know if anybody wants them. Not this. We will get the show on the road. On the show. I know, shocker, right? No Cassius Love.
With good reason. He's not even a pacer anymore.
He's pacing back and forth in his house.
Yeah. They gonna call, bro. I'm telling you. They gonna call me, man. They love me out here. I'm from Duke. Alright, 4 cards left. Yes, he is waiting for it. Nathan. All right, so we have the 3-pay option at the top right of the screen. Pick one of those 3 and have at it, good sir. There's a logo. Which one's this one?
Which one?
Turn on the basketball logo. He's gonna send Venmo. So once that comes in, we'll update. Nate, he's got the Jazz and the Blazers. All right, Nate, we'll check that. While we're waiting, and before we get before I do the rundown, who's everybody's most improved player of the year? Who should get that award? I know beginning of the year, everybody was saying it was going to be Miles Bridges because he got out to such a fast start. But then that slowed down, and some of the other players caught up to him. Which, you know, happens. So who do you guys think it's going to be? We have Desmond Bane, who's been consistent all year. We have Miles Bridges, who started off hot. And we have Jordan Poole, who just came on as a recent, but has come on in a serious way. And then there is the contingent that says it should be Ja Morant. So what say you all in the chat? All right, Nate said he sent. We're gonna check that, Nate, and if we have everything all good, then we're gonna go ahead and do the rundown and get started.
Got it.
Got it?
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Nathan. Which breaker? Let's see, 76.
Can you pull the 75 that's on that screen to that screen, please?
Yep. Give me 1 second, folks. This one?
You can put it on.
No problem. Shane says Josh should be in MVP talks. I agree with that notion. Let me see. All right, all of our lists are updated. All right, give a rundown real quick while you guys mull over that question. We have Brian E with the Sixers, AJP with the Nuggets, John N with the Hawks and the Magic, Chet S with the Celtics, Patrick D with the Bulls, James C with the Warriors, Anthony N with the Lakers, Justin M with the Grizzlies, Stephen L with the Pelicans, Jeremy H with the Suns, Dunhill V with the Raptors, Armando S with the Nets and the Mavericks, Joe K with the Wizards, Team USA and the Kings, Benjamin T with the Knicks, Pistons and Spurs, Nathan M with the Jazz, Blazers, and he picked up the Pacers. Todd G with the Hornets, Paul B with the Bucks, JB Jenkins with the T-Wolves, Joseph H with the Thunder, Cavs, Rockets, and Heat, and Joshua P with the Clippers. So now that we know who everybody has, we'll go ahead and get started. So Jeremy doesn't think Josh should get MVP because the Grizzlies are good without him. I hear that narrative a lot too. I don't know if that necessarily, I don't know if that takes away from what Josh has been able to do so much as speaks to the credit of Taylor Jenkins and just how good that Memphis team is in general. I think maybe that's more of the problems. They've been underrated as a whole and not so much that they can do this without Ja.
You think Vogel gets fired?
Yeah, Vogel's definitely getting fired.
100%.
Steve thinks Herbert Jones should be in the Roy debate. I've heard that argument. I think he can be in a debate for a first team, but yeah, Vogel 100% gets fired. That he should be in the first team.
Crazy.
Well, I mean, you got to come here and produce. It's simple as that. You don't come to LA and produce and you don't get it.
He is like 1 year removed from the chip.
Yep, and now you're not in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, Dwayne Casey got coach of the year and got fired, so it happens. Anthony Simon's most improved. That's interesting. Interesting.
Like it.
I can understand the argument. I definitely understand the argument. Herbert Jones should be in, but it's going to be Mobley. I've heard a lot of. I'm hearing a lot of Scotty Barnes actually. A lot of Scotty Barnes. Obviously, there's some Cade talk, and then Franz Wagner is kind of dark horse in there too. Yusef Nurkic, Aaron Baines, Torrey Craig, Ivica Zubac, Carmelo Anthony, James Harden, Cam Reddish, a silver Josh Okogie, green of Luke Kennard, LaMelo Ball emergent, Elijah Hughes, Brandon Clark, and Cassius Stanley. Start off the break with a Pacers hit. Shane hopes that the Lakers hired Kyle. They better not. I don't want Calipari coaching anywhere in the NBA. He doesn't need to be. He's a great recruiter, and he should just stay a great recruiter. He doesn't need to be coaching anybody anywhere. Rudy Gobert, DeAndre Bembry, Kevon Looney, Benjamin Simmons, Austin Rivers, Kyrie Irving, Tyrese Maxey silver. Tyrese went off the other night. I think he dropped a 30 ball against the Pacers. Hit about 8 threes. Tyrese's game is really.
Cal had offers before.
Yeah, he's actually been in the league before, but he was unsuccessful. But yeah, Maxey's game is really opening up since Harden's been there. Green, Will Barton, instant impact of Obadiah Toppin, Tyrese Maxey base, Devin Booker, and a Denny Adiva.
I do think that transition's easier though.
From college to
college
pros?
to pros for basketball than it is for college football to pros.
I don't know if it's really that much easier. I mean, if you think about it as a recent memory, who's the only one who's really been successful at is Brad Stevens. And he's just a savant at that whole coaching thing. Can't really name too many in history that's been great.
I'm saying it's easier from
Actually, Billy Donovan. I'll take that back.
I'm saying it's easier from college basketball to pro than it is from college football to pro.
Alfred Payton. I mean, possible. T.J. Warren, Dwayne Bacon, and Jeremy Grant. Stuck to. Who you stuck to, Jeremy? Jeremy, let go of Jeremy. There we go. Chris Dunn. No wonder. Great defender. Steven Adams, a silver of Patrick Beverly. Look. Cassius Stanley apparently wants to come out to play. Here's a green Cassius. Aaron Nesmith, Emergent. Saban Lee. Magic Johnson. Kevin Love. And Cassius. Trying to show out a little bit here. Let's see. Yeah, Shane says Cal can't coach. That is extremely accurate. Calipari is not a great coach. Jeremy thinks that your football analogy is off because Pete Carroll went from USC to Seattle and won.
I don't think they're good. I really like them as a coach.
Eric
Not
Gordon,
pro level.
Nikola Vucevic, Donovan Mitchell, Mo Bamba, Dennis Schroeder, Zion Williamson.
I think we've seen way more failed
R.J. Barrett Silver,
NFL.
a green of Ice Tray, Devin Booker Dominance, Malachi Flynn, Jake Lehman, Rodney Hood. Let's see. We also have some trivia coming up a little bit later, so you guys stand by for that. Should be a good time. Trivia usually is. Yeah, Shane, Kyle can't coach. He needs an X and O's guy. I don't think he's going to really get one because nobody goes there to be coached. They go there to be groomed. I don't think he has any kids actually showing up wanting to learn the game so much as what I need to do to be a pro. De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Brooks, Bogdan Bogdanovich, Mike Conley, Otto Porter Jr., the reigning defending MVP Nikola Jokic, maybe a repeat, Malik Monk, silver, green of James Harden, Nikola Jokic, dominance, very true. Evan Fournier, don't Google Fournier without the Evan. Jordan Ware, and Bradley Beal.
Yeah, everyone's going to Google that, right?
No. If they're listening to me, if they're listening to the sound of my voice, they will not Google it when I said don't Google it. I think we have responsible adults here who are going to hear me say that and immediately say, you know what, I better not do that because Paulie said don't do it. I think that's what's going to happen. I have faith in that.
You have a little too much faith.
Shane thinks that Coach Kyle has destroyed their program. I don't know if I say destroyed. I mean, they're pretty popular. Now, he hasn't taken advantage of the talent he's had, but I don't think that's what he was brought in to do, to be honest with you. Anybody not have Mobley as Rookie of the Year? And if so, who do you have and why? I know he started off hot, and everybody usually stays with that, but I think there's been some consistency from Scotty, from Franz, and Cade coming on late that might put some discrepancy to that. Ersan Ilyasova, Marcus Smart, Derrick Jones Jr., who is stuck to Furkan Korkmaz, J.J. Redick, Joel Embiid, Tomas Satoransky Silver, Brandon Clark Green, Magic Johnson, Team USA, Dream Team, Jaden McDaniels, Jalen Smith, and Black Jesus, Anthony Edwards. Steve says it's too late. What is it too late for, Steve?
Huh? I'm saying Moses is going to get it.
What's this too late for, Steve? I think he might have been talking about Coach Kyle destroying Kentucky.
Didn't they just win a chip like 7 years ago?
Yeah, but to have that many one and dones and be that good for that long, you would expect more, I think. Shane says Barnes may take it. We shall see. All right, we're going to get into our first trivia for this Sadiq Bey Mosaic NBA debut. The question is, who has the highest single game point total in Pistons history, and how many points did that player score? No, definitely not the moon. Oh, that's what Steve was talking about. Steve said it's too late. He already Googled Fournier, and his life has now been ruined.
Look, we're losing followers.
Nikola Vucevic.
We're losing followers.
DJ Augustin, Skylar Mays. We're not losing followers. He's still with us. Jeremy needs some goggles on Jalen Smith. All right. I like Jalen's game, actually. He's actually done really, really good since going to Indiana. And that's really confusing to me for Phoenix to not pay Ayton and then trade away Jalen Smith. It's like, what are we really doing? Joseph Harris, Aaron Gordon.
We're just trying
to... Hey! Red, white, and blue.
That's nice.
Black Jesus.
They're just trying to win a chip this year.
Good hit for JB. Nice hit.
They're trying to win a chip.
Nathan, you are correct, sir. Jerry Stackhouse with 57 points. That is the team record. Stackhouse was a beast in his day.
He had one season where he averaged almost 30 a game.
Yeah, Stack was nice, man. Stack was really nice, and then AI showed him levels when he showed up in Philly. So, Nathan, this will go to you. Congratulations, sir. There are 2 more trivias. It would behoove of you individuals to not allow Nathan to complete a sweep.
Why is Shane saying Bill Lambier?
Shane is saying Bill Lambier because Shane is not really no basketball outside of Kentucky Wildcats. That is why he's saying that.
Wow. You heard
Shane.
That? You heard that, Shane? Your knowledge sucks.
Shane, are you going to miss Shady on when he leaves, even though he never played for you guys? Bismack Biyombo. Domantas of House Sabonis.
Yeah, this Maxie's so off-center.
Daniel House.
So Maxie, I guess.
Juancho Hernan Gomez. Torian Prince. Nerlens Noel. A silver of MPJ. A green of Torian Prince. Nikola Jokic dominance. Joe Ingles. Stuck to nothing. Luke Kennard. And DeMar DeRozan. Dark Horse MVP candidate DeMar DeRozan. Yes, Stackhouse not a bad coach.
The man that
Which actually is surprising because typically superstars don't really make great coaches. I think the only all-time great that actually made a good coach, in my opinion, was Larry Bird. Yeah, but typically focal points like that struggle with the limelight. But I guess when you had it stolen from you the way he did, you got humble real quick. Yeah, Jeremy, I agree. I think Jalen's going to be real nice at Indiana. They actually have a decent core of bigs. They got Goga, they got Jalen, and then Isaiah Jackson's played really well this year too. Ish Smith, Harrison Barnes, stuck to Tim Hardaway Jr., the Worm Dennis Rodman, Jamal Murray, Duncan Robinson, a silver of Dane's guy, Devin Booker, green of Bahama Buddy, Team USA, Charles Barkley.
I never know who you're going to say at this point.
James Wiseman. That's what I do when you're not looking.
It could be Luka, it could be Booker, or it could be Dumbuya, or it could be KCP. Like, I don't know who you're...
That's what I do when you're not looking.
Yeah,
just to keep you on your toes. My guy, Young Blash, Darius Garland. He was hooping last night against the Orlando Magic. RJ Hampton was put on a highlight reel multiple times as a complete turnstile. CJ Ellerby, the WNBA logo to round out that pack. Yeah, RJ was getting killed. Darius is literally getting a head start just running right past that dude into the leg. Shane says he is done until they buy Kyle out. All right. You think that's going to happen, though? I mean, I don't
so
know.
much money with all the talent.
Yeah, I don't know if they do that, bro. That's
They
kind
care
of
about the chips as much
doesn't
as
make
money.
sense to do it if you're talking about finances. I mean, people are still showing up.
Yeah.
Stalker pose of the created player Kevin Durant, DeAndre Hunter, D'Lo, Lou Will, Anthony Davis, Big Cat, a silver of Brolo and a point guard type of movement, which he should not be doing. A green of Juancho, sophomore stars of Cam Reddish, Sadiq Bey, RJ Barrett, Isaac Okoro. We respect Detroit Pistons basketball, Sadiq Bey, around these parts. So Sadiq will be covered. The AD said there needs to be changes. He just wants to kind of scare Kyle and actually winning games. That ain't gonna happen. That man is not leaving. They're not getting rid of Kyle. That's too much money generated.
Just with the name value of the players they bring in.
Yeah.
Like, people are just going to want it. It doesn't matter if they don't win.
Newly minted 41 points, Rocco, Patty Mills, Anthony Simons, who was mentioned earlier for MIP, French Frank, Mitchell Robinson, stuck to Troy Brown Jr., a silver of Terrence Davis, green of Joe Ingles, Rudy Gobert dominance. He might be the cause for Spider Mitchell leaving Utah. Kyle Kuzma, J. Cole, Onyeka Okongwu. Yeah, Sadiq almost set that scoring record, Nathan. That's why I asked what I did. Get some Pistons history in there. I don't think basketball in Detroit has been this exciting with around like one young player since Grant. We'll see, Shane. I mean, if that happens, I don't think Kyle's going to be out of job for a long time. I think somebody will pick him up just for the fact that he brings in so much in terms of monetary value. Clint Capela, mid-range Middleton.
About getting rid of
Dante DiVincenzo. He's a Wildcats fan and he wants to win. Which I don't blame him.
You know what?
Pat Beverly.
Sometimes your team just don't win.
Terrence Davis. This is a lot of anger and pain that we're speaking from right now. Josh Okogie, a silver of Isaac Okoro.
Sometimes
green of Josh Hart.
Don't even make the playoffs.
Black Jesus Emergent. Kira Lewis Jr. Markel Fultz. The aforementioned freshly cooked RJ Hampton. He was getting torched. Darius was just playing with his food. Is ridiculous. But Garland is one of the best point guards in the league, so that makes all the sense in the world. He really does look like a reincarnation of a mixture of Nash and Paul, which is scary to say because I remember his rookie year, people were calling him the worst player in the league. I don't understand why people don't.
Coming off ACL.
Yeah, people don't understand injuries take time, especially something like that as a point guard, learning a position in a whole new league. Why do we only have 4 viewers? What did I do? Was it the Fournier? I apologize.
That's what I told you.
My bad. My bad. Jeremy Lamb, Jules Randle, Spencer Dinwiddie, Wesley Matthews, Depoy contender Triple J, Tomas Satoransky, a silver of Bojan Bogdanovic, green of Cam Reddish, Isaac Okoro instant impact, Xavier Tillman, Peyton Pritchard, Fred Van Vliet. Jeremy says he also has more freedom of Sexton Hurt. I agree, and that fit was just awkward for me. Very ball dominant, both players, especially Sexton. But Darius at least looks to get other people involved. Colin is looking to give as many shots as he can. All right, next trivia question for this Poku Mosaic rookie card. He recently had a triple-double. Give me the stats from that game. Give me Poco's triple-double stats from his triple-double game. Should be an easy one. First person to do it gets that card. In the meantime, doing some bonuses. Blah is harping on the fact that the Lakers aren't making the playoffs, and he's excited about it. So thank you, Blah, for your support. DeAndre Ayton, Nerlens Noel, Tyler Hero, also in MIP
that guy's just...
talks. Actually, Tyler's in six-man talks, which makes sense. He's had a really good season. Dorian Finney-Smith, The Worm, Dennis Rodman, Cassius Winston.
Does he ever get a start there?
Tyler?
Yeah.
No. It makes more sense for him to be second unit and come off the bench and kind of lead the charge there, because in all honesty, like, it's the same thing when the Bulls had Kyle Korver. Same thing with Duncan Robinson. If he's not being used to just run off curls and shoot the balls, like, what do we really have him out here for? So the best bet is to just utilize him as best you can and then let Tyler do most of the creation and everything in the second unit. Tyus Jones, Jamal Murray, Bryn Forbes.
Yeah, but he definitely can do more.
Jeremy, you are... Well, yeah. Jeremy, you got it. You're correct, sir. This will go to you. 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists for Pokashevsky in that game. So, Jeremy, you get that. Nathan, you did not get the sweep. Y'all hating on Nate. Malcolm Brogdon, Duncan Robinson, red, white, and blue of Theo Maladon. I like his game, but he's in OKC. They got a ton of guards, and they are all better than he is. So you'll have to find another home, sir. If not, go back to France.
Damn, that's harsh.
He ain't going to do it in OKC, but it's not going to happen for him there. It just isn't.
He can improve.
Doesn't matter. Trey Man's already better. SGA is a franchise, and Josh Giddey is in a running for...
Better than you right now.
Yeah, but he going to have to work from the back, basically. Pause, by the way. Since we have a Chet in the chat room, what does everybody think about Chet Holmgren? And what kind of NBA player he'll be? Eric Bledsoe, DeJounte Murray, extremely underrated point guard. Jamias Ramsey, red, white, and blue.
Would be kind of like Taco.
Kind of like Taco. He might need to eat quite a few tacos in order to put on the necessary weight to be effective, but Chet should still be... I don't know. I don't know. I want to believe it. I want to believe it.
Who should go number one?
I want to believe. Well, I mean, Paulo, yeah. You could argue Paulo's the most... See, that's the thing. I think it's interesting to say he's the most ready. So I get putting the ball in his hands as the most ready, but I think when you look at somebody like a Jabari Smith, he has an NBA ready, like day one type of set. Jaden Ivey, you could argue, put the ball in his hand.
Cam Reddish.
No, but Cam, that ain't the same thing. It's not the same thing. Cam was built to play NBA basketball, but he just didn't ever pan out.
And you guys,
the youngest Holiday,
we're gonna be
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Crazy Eyes, Bobby Portis.
And you guys, when we look back at this, we're gonna be like, should have drafted
Paulo.
Yep.
I mean, you can make the argument. I still feel like it's a need type of draft, like best fit.
I think
instead of BPA is best fit.
I think him and K would be sick. Just saying.
Chet says he's named after Chet Walker from the Bulls in the 70s, but he's obviously very high on him. He would just need a good couple years to get some weight on him. He said get good, but weight definitely.
Couple years?
Jeremy says Jabari is his favorite for sure. Jeremy's a smart man. Chet is better than Taco, but he can see more Kristaps with handles. See, that's what I said too. Just off the pure size of it, like it looks like we're looking at a shot blocker and stretch 4 right now, and I don't know if that's number one worthy. Tristan Thompson, Juancho, CJ McCollum, Dane's guy. I like Jabari's fit with Cade for sure. I think him, Sadiq, get Jeremy Grant up out of there, and that's going to be a nice little nucleus for Detroit going forward. Gordon Hayward, Torian Prince, Nico Mannion. Nico Mannion sighting. There's Nico. Chet seems too passive. Should have dominated more. Actually, I like the edge that Chet plays with. Really, I mean, he competes. It just doesn't look that way because his frame is so weird. But he definitely he doesn't back down from anything. He plays tough. It's just he's tiny. It's a slight man. Time Lord. Bam Adebayo, 2 defensive studs right there. And James Johnson, the toughest man in the NBA.
He's like 20 pounds.
Oh, Jeremy says he's really nervous. Paulo is just going to be another Jabari Parker.
Oh,
To be fair though, Jabari's issue wasn't his skill set because he was clearly skilled. He just could never stay healthy. So that's the only issue with him. Had he stayed healthy, we might be having a different conversation. Frank Kaminsky, Flash, Damari Carroll. Nathan says he felt like he should have averaged 20 plus. 1, that's hard to do in college. 2, that Gonzaga team was loaded, which I think is why Chet went there. Which is why I think Chet went there because it could hide a lot of whatever deficiencies he might have had and really showcase his skill set. Did I? Oh, I got one more trivia. I forgot we got this over here, so we'll save it. Jeremy he just means like a top pick from Duke that never really meets potential. They've had a few in history, but it's not always the case. But I do understand what you're saying. Duke's really not known for producing a ton of NBA talent, but as of recent, that's changed. I know in the past it was like they really don't put anything out worth anything. Got some color in this one. Spencer Dinwiddie, Josh Richardson, Keldon Johnson, Dante DiVincenzo, Drew Holiday, very underrated as well. Davis Bertans, Zach LaVine. We have a T- Steph Curry. Winner stays of Kyrie Irving. T- of Kawhi Leonard. Emmanuel Quickley. Xavier Tillman. I'm interested to see what Jaden Ivey does, how long it takes him to get acclimated to the league. I think we've seen the last 2 years with Ant-Man and now this year with Jalen Green, those high-octane type guards usually take a minute to get it together. My D-boy, if it's not Giannis, I like Time Lord, to be honest with you. I don't think too many people see him. He's not really on the radar. But if it's not Giannis, I think it should be Time Lord. Devontae Graham, Victor Oladipo, Karis LeVert, Norman Powell, John Collins, Daniel House Jr., winner stays of Kyrie Irving, splash of Dane's guy, Luka Doncic,
He's my guy.
Kemba Walker express lane, expressing his way to the bench, Devon Dotson, Daniel Otoro, Obadiah Toppin. Chet says Smart. That's not a bad pick. Marcus Smart should always be in that combo, but they rarely give it to guards. They rarely give it to guards.
Who's the last guard to win it?
Gary Payton.
Drew never won it.
Huh?
Drew never won it.
Nah, Drew barely got first teams. he got disrespected across the board. If they did it outside of just the bigs, because it's typically a big man award, you could argue for Marcus Smart. You could also argue for Mikal Bridges. Matisse Thybulle gets a lot of highlight stuff, but I don't know if he's a functional defender. But he does fly all over the floor and gets a lot of pretty stats. Lou Will, LaMarcus Aldridge, Rudy Gobert, Laurie Bird, Balake Griffin, Fran Van Fleet, a purple of Steph Curry, splash of the beard, Express Lane for the best handles in the history of the league. Elijah Hughes. James Wiseman with the weird pose. And Grant Riller with the Hornets tees. Thank you, Grant, for playing with all of our emotions. Let's see. Jeremy says Smart is the best defender on the team. And his guy is Mikal Bridges. I like Mikal a lot. I like the development of his offensive game as well.
Yeah, I knew he was going to be a solid pro.
We knew defensively he was going to be good, but offensively he's really came into his own. But I think it helps when you have point guard helping you out over there. Chris Mid-Range Middleton, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, Goran Dragic, Draymond Green, who should be in the talks too if he played the full season. Thug Life, Zach Collins, the beard, purple of Josh Jackson, the biggest draft miss of my prospect scouting career. Swiper Fox, Express Lane, a silver of Brandon Clark, Desmond Bain, nice hit for the Grizzlies back-to-back there, and Isaac Okoro, the Bain. Definitely should get some MIP love. It's come a long way with his game, especially with the playmaking. I think he's up near 46% from three this year. Kind of insane. And then when you look at his shot, real compact, real quick.
Top 5 shooter in the league.
Yeah. You did say that, sir. You did say that. You think Jackson Jr. is a dark horse? I agree with that. Matisse only plays 25 minutes a game, which is going to hold him back. Yeah, but like I said, man, I like how chaotic Matisse plays on the floor because I think it's very disruptive. But I'm not completely sold on him being a great functional defender. Like, he literally baits on purpose. He plays it like how Primetime used to play corner, where he kind of bait the quarterbacks and then making that mistake, like really testing them. Matisse does the same thing on the basketball court.
Except Prime had all-time great athleticism.
Exactly. Everybody can't get away with that. Eric Bledsoe, Markel Fultz, who should be out of Orlando soon, Rui Hachimura, Carmelo Anthony, Paul Millsap, Dame Time, My House, Giannis, Winter Stays of LeBron James, we'll see, Spider Mitchell, Express Lane.
Think he's gone?
Nah, I doubt it. Nico Mannion, Cole Anthony, Trey Jones.
Just too many movie deals.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's leaving off the simple fact that it's a lot of money to be made in Los Angeles. He ain't going nowhere. He's gonna write out his career. How would everybody feel now that the Lakers are out of it if LeBron plays the necessary 2 games to qualify for a scoring title this year? Would all of you be offended if that was the case? Because it'd be a nice accomplishment to have considering the age range between when he last won it and now. But I don't know if he can get away with sliding in there for 2 games when they don't really have anything to play for. Because that's clearly for selfish reasons at that point.
Shut it down.
Yeah, he has to. He has to.
Hope he blew his Achilles out trying to send it to the playoffs and LeBron sat down.
Mike D'Antoni cutting short the career of Kobe Bryant. Jeremy thinks he might ask for a trade. The fact that Pelinka lied on his name is going to play a factor. I mean, we'll see. We shall see. But I don't know. So, who would you trade him for?
Luka?
Like, who? Well, no. Who? What team takes almost 40-year-old LeBron James? Like, regardless of how he's producing, what team is willing to trade away whatever future they have? Because that's essentially what it's going to cost. And bring on LeBron for a year or 2. I don't know if that really... I don't know if he's tradable at this point. Which is ridiculous to say because of who he is. But is he really tradable at this point?
We got Luka.
KP, Tim Hardaway Jr., the reigning, defending, most valuable player, should be back-to-back, but we'll see. Nikola Jokic. The aforementioned Mikal Bridges, Aaron Gordon with the hair, Young Blash, Darius Garland,
Why do you think he should be back?
Bogdan Bogdanovic because he's awesome. Purple of John Collins. My House. Ice Tray. Silver of Jamias Ramsey. Kira Lewis Jr. Cassius Winston. I know you don't like Jokic. I think that's probably my fault at this point because maybe all the trash I've been talking about Jokic has made you not like him, but he's really good. He's a really good player. He's probably one of the best in the league. You know what's insane? If you really think about it, if you guys were to put together NBA, think about who would be on an NBA second team right now. Like, really think about who would be on an NBA second team and think about how crazy that is. A Joel Embiid would probably have to be on your second team. Luka might make a second team. That's insane. It's kind of insane. Let's see. Jeremy says the team would give up 2 picks on a younger player who doesn't fit their timeline for a year of LeBron if they were on the cusp. Which team would that be, though? Oh, Jeremy says, I do the same thing to my friend. I talk about Luka and Jokic so much that he hates them, I think. I mean, you know, could be the case. But we don't care. We love basketball. Simple as that. All right, last trivia question of the evening. It's going to be a doozy. For this rookie mosaic of Tyrese Halliburton, I need you to name all of the players involved in the Halliburton trade. Just the players, not worried about picks and what they're going to turn into. Just the players involved. Name all of them and you get that card. First person with the correct answer in the chat, that was yours. Nathan says Sexton and 2 picks would be crazy, so you're seeing him going back to Cleveland. If you're the Lakers, do you take anybody from Cleveland not named Garland or Mobley?
No.
I don't care how bad LeBron wants to leave. Cam Reddish, Harrison Barnes, Dame Lillard. I don't know if I want Sexton coming off injury and 2 picks because I don't know if those Cleveland picks are going to manifest in anything worth losing LeBron over. To be honest with you. Cleveland's probably going to be a perennial playoff team now. Malcolm Brogdon, Aaron Gordon, Kira Lewis Jr. Mobley and Garland are young enough to where that Cavs team is going to be good for a while. Nick Heimer says, Bron builds a brand and generates money to any community. Also, Vince Carter. What about Vince Carter? Do you want a Vince Carter? Is that what you're saying? All right. Let me see. All right, Nathan. You got it, good sir. Halliburton, Buddy Hield, Tristan Thompson, DeMontis Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb, and Justin Holiday. Mo Bamba, Miles Turner, Eric Gordon. So Nathan, you got 2 of the 3 trivia. Not quite the sweep, but still respect it. Congratulations to you, sir. Jeremy says Sexton, LeVert, and 2 picks for LeBron. No, Steve didn't get it. He missed Buddy Hield and Holly. Unless you just wanted to go to Steve, but you got to include Hallie. He's a part of that deal.
Facebook?
Yeah, I got you. Jeremy said Norman Powell and Terrence Mann and 2 picks for LeBron. You're insane, sir. Luke Kennard, De'Aaron Fox, my guy, Jaylen Brown. All right, the Facebook link is at the top left of the screen. Please go there and request to join. If you're a new member, you will receive a pack of Mosaic along with your cards in the break. What do you say? Thanks, name. All right, so you'll receive a pack of Mosaic in your break. And then if you are a returning member, go to Break 76D on the Facebook page and comment. Are we doing giveaway?
Yeah.
And you'll be entered into a random at the end of the break for a giveaway for some more free stuff. Norman Powell and Terrence Mann and 2 picks for LeBron. That is crazy. Jeremy says Dinwiddie, sign and trade Brunson, and a pick for LeBron. Dane would love that because I think Dane low key wants to be a Mavs fan anyway. Would you still stick with that if LeBron goes to Dallas?
What?
If LeBron is up in Dallas, because yeah.
Nah, get LeBron.
Yeah, probably.
Serge Ibaka, Klay Thompson, Domantas Sabonis. Not now because
He's a Luka.
I mean, I think I agree with that, Jeremy, but I don't know if I think they might be able to convince him to stick around. Like, I legit think LeBron stays until he gets his kid in the league. Now, after that, I think it's open season. We can ship him out to whoever the highest bidder is, but I don't know if you just outright trade him right now. If you think there's a possibility you can keep him. Danilo, John Morant, and Xavier Tillman. Art is here.
He's waiting for the baseball.
Our guy Art is here. We got you, Art. We're wrapping this up here shortly, and then we will get to some baseball. The Facebook page. The link is on the top left of the screen. Go there and request to join. For the new members, they get a pack of Mosaic along with the rest of the cards from the break. And if you're a returning member, go to the Facebook page and comment on Break 76D, and you'll be entered into a random for more free stuff at the end of the break. Speaking of Luka Doncic, here's Luka Doncic.
Luka Doncic.
Yusuf Nurkic, Ice Tray, Bahama Buddy, Jonas Valanciunas, Spicy P, winner stays of David Robinson, winner stays of Klay Thompson, T- of Zanos, Tyrese Halliburton, Kenyon Martin Jr., Zeke Nanji. DeAndre Hunter, Marcus Smart, Alex Caruso Goat, Montrezl Harrell, KD, Benjamin Simmons out for the season, Andrew Wiggins, a purple of Peyton Pritchard.
He was out for the
nice
season.
hit for the Celtics. Chet, nice hit for you, sir.
I think Zoe's out for the year.
Yeah, probably. My House of Nikola Jokic next. And it is his house. It's the MVP's house.
Former MVP.
Jokic is a beast.
Former MVP.
Should be back to back, actually. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Who you got? Giannis?
Yeah.
PJ Tucker Silver. Brennan Carey Jr. Killian Hayes. Figuring it out, Killian Hayes. You should be able to find the break, but I appreciate it, Steve. Thank you very much. Chet is happy with that Peyton Pritchard. D-Lo, Thomas Bryant, Scary Terry, Giannis, PJ Tucker, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Afro Allen, a purple of Malcolm Brogdon, Express Lane of D Wade. Nice hit for the Heat. Silver of Marvin Bagley III, showing off in Detroit. Aaron Nesmith, Robert Woodard. Chet said I was worth his break. He was getting worried. We got you, Chet. We weren't gonna let you leave without something popping. Came here for the Pritchard. Got the Pritchard. Spider Mitchell, Brad Bill, Dwight Powell, PG-13, Ricky Rubio, Seth Curry, Young Bull, A purple express lane of Dame Time. Winter stage Jason Kidd. T- of Joel Embiid. Jamias Ramsey. Sadiq Bey. What do you guys have for Coach of the Year? I have someone in mind who I think deserves it, but who they usually give it to the coach with the most wins, but I don't think that's who it should go to this year. Tyler Hero, Dane's guy Sekou Doumbouya, Anthony Davis, Mitchell Robinson,
Memphis coach,
Mike Conley, Landry Shamet, Splash of the Beard, My House, Russell Westbrook, Air Defense of Anthony Davis, Malachi Flynn, Pat Williams, Jordan Nwora, or as we like to call him, Johnny Juzang 1.0.
0.5.
Juzang 0.5. Steve says Willie Green. Why Willie Green? I'm curious. That's not a bad name, but why Willie Green? Cody Zeller, Lonnie Walker, Zanos, speaking of Willie Green, Jackson Hayes, 2 Pelicans back-to-back, Kobe White, Kyrie Irving, Express Lane of Kyrie Irving, My House, LeBron James, Splash of Mid-Range Middleton, Jalen Smith with the goggles, CJ Ellerby, Precious Achua. Jeremy has Bickerstaff for green. Bickerstaff's interesting too. Joe says Imy. Okay. All right. Like where you guys says is at. Kemba Walker. Devin Booker. Grant Riller. Playing with our emotions again.
Grant Riller.
I like also like Taylor Jenkins. I think that's who it should be over in Memphis. You get the wins. I know, but I'm answering them since I asked. I figured I'd give my input. But all you guys make nice arguments. Bickerstaff obviously has done really well in Cleveland. Willie Green's accomplished a lot. Arthur says the Memphis coach as well. So there you go, Dan. You have somebody backing you. Yeah, Willie Green's done a lot without their best player. So I get that argument. It might go to Monty because he got snubbed a year ago, and Phoenix has the best record in the league, so it'll probably go to him. John Wall, Christian Wood, Kelly Oubre. I'd be surprised if it doesn't go to Monty, but I like all the people that you guys named too. I appreciate that. Y'all some knowledgeable folks. I like that. Wendell Carter Jr., Rajon Rondo. There we go. IQ. Nice hit for the Knicks, Benjamin. There you go, good sir. Emmanuel quickly for you. Guys, don't forget to join the Facebook page if you haven't already done so. You'll receive a pack of Mosaic in your cards from the break. And if you're already on the page, please comment so you can be entered into the random at the end. Bam Adebayo, Benjamin Simmons, CJ Ellerby. Is Portland a complete dumpster fire? Should they blow it up, trade Dame, and move on? I think they should. I think they've already kind of started the process. What do you get back for Dame? What do you accept for Dame? He's what, 30 plus?
32.
32, coming off an injury. You know, we got to see what he looks like, but do you just take it on good faith because of the skill set? Otto Porter Jr., KPJ, Jalen Smith. I like this. Get some nice rookies here towards the end. We ship everything, Nate. Nate saying no base cards. But we
can hold it if you want.
if you really don't want them, we'll hold them. But we typically ship everything. Steven Adams, Lou Dort, and wow, nice way to finish the break. Creative player, Kevin Durant.
your #1 pick in the history of the game.
Because of the fact, like, if we just going off, we're not doing a mental, we're just doing build a player from scratch. KD's the guy. I dare somebody to fight me on that. Like I said, we're not talking about mental. We're talking about just strictly build somebody from scratch, and the skill set that comes along with it. It had to be KD. But
what about Libran?
We will start that conversation another time because this basketball break is ending, and that's going to spiral into something completely different. And Art wants his baseball, so check the Facebook page.
We still got 5 minutes.
Still got 5 minutes.
Art's anxious. I like it.
Nate says he just has so many. Whatever's easiest for us. Whatever the customer needs, Nate. If you don't want them, we'll keep them. Where is the mouse? I'm just gonna click something. See if it brings it over this way. There we go. There we go. All right, we got the mouse. All right. Gonna hit the refresh on the Facebook. Let's see. Oh, Steve Hamner, Stephen J. Let's see, Joe. That was already there. All right, cool. So we got 3 new. Appreciate you guys that requested to join. Do not fret. We will accept your requests once we package up your cards. That way we make sure we get you your free items. Stephen L. If you join us for another basketball break, we definitely need to get into that. We definitely need to get into that that topic that Dane and I were just discussing. Because I'm interested to see what everybody says. I don't expect too many people to agree with me, but I'm okay with that. I'm used to it. All right. I already got Joseph. What am I doing? I'm putting him here twice. Who's the other one? Joseph, Steven, and Steve H. That's what it was. Let's see. Who do you... I know Dunhill. Dunhill for sure. I know he's on there.
Brian, the top spot.
Brian E.
Find from Facebook. So.
Brian
Did anyone post on the
AJP? Yeah, let me
Yeah,
check real
AJ's
quick.
on there.
AJ's for sure on there. 1 second, fellas. 1 second. Let's see. The break post. So, break post 76D. That's where you're gonna comment. But Jeremy, I believe you're on the page already. So we're gonna add you. We're gonna add you to the random. So you're good to go. We got you covered. Yeah. Nobody commented. It's probably pretty buried because it shoots the comment, like wherever the last comment was on whatever post, what's the most recent, that's the one that goes up to the top. So you might have to do some digging to find it. But
we got like a couple scrolls.
But we got you.
But yeah, if you guys are ever in future breaks and you do claim on eBay and you guys are on the Facebook, just go ahead and comment. So that way we don't miss you, even though if you don't watch the break live or something.
We'll make sure we get you guys.
Have to keep track of.
Yeah.
Everyone.
We appreciate it because the page is growing, but yeah, it's getting a little tough to keep track. Let me go ahead and find it real quick just to see if anybody hit it up first before. I was at the top. Yeah, I don't think. It's gonna. Oh, there it goes. Somebody. All right. So. Anybody? Yeah, Brian, Jeremy. All right. Thank you guys for finding it. Anybody else on here you see? That's a regular.
One off the top of my head.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it. So when we do
Ben T is.
All right, when we do our random, the top spot is going to get this pack of Prizm, and the bottom spot will get the pack of Mosaic. I'm going to give you guys a couple more minutes. If you're in here and I did not say your name to add you, just go ahead and let me know in the chat so we can add you in there. In the meantime, I'm going to go over the hits. So we got KD, Jalen Smith, CJ Ellerby, Emmanuel Quickly, Devin Booker, Sadiq Bey, Tyrese Halliburton, A My House of Jokic, Peyton Pritchard, John Morant, Xavier Tillman, Jaylen Brown, Kira Lewis, Trey with A My House, Jokic, Purple of John Collins, Silver of Jemias Ramsey, Cole Anthony, My House of Giannis, Isaac Okoro, Desmond Bain, IQ, Wiseman, Flash, Nico Mannion, Giannis Red, White, and Blue, Zajante Red, White, and Blue, Jemias Ramsey, Cassius Winston, Theo Maladon, James Wiseman, The Worm Red, White, and Blue, Isaac Okoro Silver, Onyeka, Sadiq, Ty Maxey, a Red, White, and Blue of Black Jesus, Irvin Magic Johnson, Anthony Edwards, Silver Tyrese Maxey, Cassius Stanley, and we ended with a dominance of Jokic because why not? Hey, thank you, Art. Appreciate it. Steve, yes. Yeah, we got you in the random. Steve, you're good. All right, I'm going to do one more refresh, and then we're going to go ahead and run the random. So let's see if we have... Oh, looks like we got one more member that joined. I don't think Donald's in this break, though.
He could be in the other
baseball. He might be in the baseball break. All right, and let's check the page one more time for some comments. All right, that's it. All right, so we got everybody. We're gonna put in. We're gonna go ahead and run the random. Again, top spot we'll get the Prizm. Bottom spot we'll get the Mosaic. Wait a minute. Oops. All right. Gonna do our dice roll. Has to be greater than 5. We got 8. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and good luck to all. 8. Jeremy H. The Prizm is yours. Dunhill. The Mosaic goes to you. Nice. So Jeremy Dunhill. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to get ready.